Welcome back to DevPulse, your weekly snapshot of what's going on in the game dev world. Today, we've got massive launches, fresh season updates, and some tough news from behind the scenes. Let's dive in. First up, it finally happened. Hollow Knight Silksong launched yesterday, September 4th, and demand was so intense it actually crashed multiple storefronts from Steam to Xbox and Switch. Within 24 hours, the game hit over 500,000 concurrent players on Steam alone. Critics are still publishing review in progress takes because of staggered code access, but the tone is overwhelmingly positive. Players are praising the fluid movement, expanded combat depth, and of course the gorgeous art direction. After years of waiting, it looks like Team Cherry delivered. Another big release landed today. Cronos, the new dawn from Poland's own Blobber team. This is a survival horror title set across two timelines, a dystopian future and a retro 1980s Poland inspired by the Nowa Huta district of Krakow. You play as the Traveler, harvesting souls to prevent an apocalypse, but the real hook is a body horror mechanic called the Merge. If you don't burn enemy corpses fast enough, they literally fuse with living foes, creating grotesque hybrids. Reviews are trending positive overall, sitting around the 7 to 8 range. Critics love the atmosphere, the narrative ambition, and the sense of place. Though combat is being called the weakest link, still Windows Central went as far as to call it the most impressive horror debut on Xbox and PC in over a decade. Not bad for a team already known for Layers of Fear and Silent Hill 2 remake. Over in the live service space, Marvel Rivals is gearing up for Season 4 Heart of the Dragon, launching September 12th. The new season introduces two heroes, Angela, a Vanguard powerhouse, and Daredevil, whose exact class is still under wraps. The game is also arriving on PlayStation 4 for the first time, raising some eyebrows about performance on older hardware. On top of that, a new map, Kunlun Heart of Heaven, is set to drop September 25th. NetEase is also working on ranked placement matches to combat smurfing, though that system won't be ready at launch. Expect buffs to Sue Storm and Doctor Strange, nerfs to Loki and Luna Snow, plus the usual wave of skins, including the now traditional swimsuit cosmetics. It's all part of Marvel Rivals' accelerated content cadence, 2 new heroes per season, one at launch and one midway through. PlayStation's latest State of Play gave us a deep dive into 007 First Light, IOI's upcoming Bond game. We finally have a release date, March 27th, 2026, and even a deluxe collector's edition with a replica golden gun for the superfans. The showcase highlighted stealth, espionage, and these classic Bond gadgets, but also cinematic set pieces like car chases and air combat. IOI insists this isn't just a Hitman reskin, instead it's a fresh Bond origin story, following a young 007 earning his license to kill. And while rumors are swirling around Marvel's Wolverine making an appearance at a future State of Play, this one firmly belonged to Bond. Zooming out, there's plenty happening industry-wide. Newzoo's latest forecast pegs global games revenue at around $189 billion this year, up just over 3%. Growth is steady, but not explosive, partly because Grand Theft Auto 6 slipped into 2026. On the corporate side, Embracer's restructuring continues, with Coffee Stain Group preparing a spin-off. And unfortunately, the layoffs haven't stopped. Firaxis Games, the studio behind XCOM and Civilization, confirmed dozens of jobs cut this week. So, a week of highs and lows. On one end, long-awaited titles like Silksong and Cronos are finally in players' hands. On the other, the industry's restructuring pains continue. And live service games like Marvel Rivals keep racing to keep players engaged. That's it for this week's DevPulse. If you found this helpful, drop a like and subscribe. Thanks for coming in.